G'day, welcome to Teppanyaki World how-to video series. It's Master Prawnyaki here. Today what we're going to do is show you how to cook some items, which is going to be the prawns. So basically what we've got here are 3 prawns, and I've taken off the shell and I've taken off the tail, and we've also taken off the little poo shoot through there as well. So first of all, what we need to do, folks, is get a little bit of butter on there. So we just move it around a little bit. One of those things where make sure you've got a full butter ready to go for when you're doing a full teppanyaki meal. Now these are always pretty basic to do, the prawns. But what also we're going to do tonight is to make sure that we're going to do the prawn heads. So just pop them on to start with. And then what we're going to do is separate through. So basically what we're doing here is we're taking the top part of the head off, which separates quite easily from the bottom. So we'll get our prawns together there, and then what we need to do is to get our prawn to have the meat on the bottom. Squash it down nice and flat. So, what we've got now is our 3 prawn chips ready to go. Basically these will take a little bit longer than the prawns themselves. So the first step is to actually make sure we get a bit of salt on there. We'll do a little bit on the prawns as well. Now with your prawns, there's a couple of ways that you can season them up. Normally I'll just put a little bit of salt and pepper on there because it's nice and simple. You can otherwise put some soy sauce in there, or perhaps get some fresh ginger, some lemon flavour if you want. Even if you wanted to make up a garlic sauce and have it separately actually added. As you can see, they're cooking just nicely. Now I've got them in the hottest part of the plate, folks. This part here is probably more the medium side of it, and then this part here is the hottest part of the plate. So it's not a bad thing to have these chips on the hot side of it as well. And basically what will happen is they'll be ready to cook. We'll slice them up into bite-sized pieces, because that's the most important part about cooking into teppanyaki. You want to make sure that people haven't got a whole prawn to try and stick in their mouth because it's too hard. So we get everything into nice bite-sized pieces, that way they can really enjoy the taste. So these are basically ready now, so we always have our knife on standby. So something like this here, I've just sliced it into 3. So as you can see, they're just right. Not overcooking the prawns, that's the last thing you want to do. Now the reason why I normally just have the basic salt and pepper on them is that these particular prawns are good quality prawns, so they've actually got a lot of taste of their own. So normally what you want to do is to try and maintain the taste of the sea. So one of the things that we've done here is just the salt and pepper, and now they're ready to serve. Now the next step we've got to take, just to make sure our little chips are ready here. So I've just flipped them over. We'll make sure they get a little bit more cooking on the legs there, because the idea with these is you get them nice and crispy, and then everyone can just have a little try of these after they've finished actually eating the prawns. So something like this here is not something you'll do all the time, but it's one of those things where people, if they've not tried them before, make sure you encourage them to actually have a go. A lot of people will squeal when you see a prawn head get cut up. So what I've done there is all right, they're all done and ready to go. So you can just see that the prawn meat is basically cooked on the inside, and then on the outside there we've got our little legs there, and they're ready to go. So one of those other items that you might not have tried before on your table, but definitely worthwhile because it's something different. So make sure you take a little bit more tuned up into our other videos, because we've got a channel which is Teppanyaki World, so you can subscribe and like some of our videos and maybe click into some of our favourites and share them with your friends.